only one more act left. The good news is it's great. So ladies and gentlemen, you have one more opportunity to go as crazy as you can for our next act. There we go. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Eddie.
Hello. My name's Eddie, and I stand here before you as living proof that anorexia can be beaten. Now it's been hard, but thanks to my family, my friends, KFC and McDonald's, I've made it. I have been depressed though throughout it. At one stage my family thought I was bipolar, which I thought was a sexually confused bear. But before we go any further, I've got a bit of apologising to make. I've got a bit of an embarrassing condition that can flare up at any time without warning. Fuck shit bollocks! So petite wank. That's right. I've got asthma. I had a bad asthma attack last night. 4 asthmatics jumped me, took my phone, my wallet. Don't clap though, it's my own fault. I should have heard them hiding. Even though I had asthma, I fulfilled my ambition of joining the army. Now I joined the army not for the normal reason, I want a gun and shoot people, because I could stay in Birmingham for that. But I came home to find my girlfriend in bed with my boss. Like, oh yeah, yeah. But not being one for confrontation, what did I do? I ran away, joined the army. But when I say run away, I didn't run away immediately, because the other woman, boss, was a woman, and 2 women in bed. Obviously, a bit shocked, but I didn't run away. I stood there for a couple of minutes, shaking my fist at them both. It was pure coincidence I had my cock in the hand at the time. So I met this girl, joined the army, met this girl who was in the Navy in Cornwall. So I decided to go down to meet her, visit her in Cornwall, middle of winter. Now this girl was a bit of a slag. And even though she's seen more Japs' eyes than an optician from Tokyo, I decided to date her. So I went down middle of winter, as I say, and she's into roleplay, where she would go into a pub, I'd walk in there afterwards, chat her up, go down the beach and have sex. Now this girl's been ridden on the beach more times than a Blackpool donkey. So, and I'm not saying, so we went down the beach, we had sex on the beach, and on the way home, I'm not saying she had a big fanny, but the sand got everywhere, and on the way home she gritted half the roads. Do you know what? Yeah. So my next girlfriend, she was into phone sex, which was a bit uncomfortable for me because most of the time I was in bed next to her, and to make matters worse, I couldn't even get a reception. I remember the first time we had phone sex. I was at home watching telly, she'd been out with the girls. She phoned me from hers. Eddie, I've got to bed. I want phone sex, and I'm wet. Me being naive. Wet? You had a shower? No, Eddie, I'm really, really wet. A bath? No, horny wet. So what could I do? I didn't know what to do, so I got the remote control. Football off, adult channel on, volume, mute. Now all I had to do was tell her what was going on with the film. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched porn with the sound down. There's no subtitles for deaf people. It gives a whole new meaning to the term lip reading. So, I was watching the porn and telling her what was going on. And after a couple of minutes, she started to enjoy it. And to be honest, so did I. I was that into it, I didn't even notice the adverts had come on. And the last thing a woman wants to hear when she's about to climax, moonpig.com. But I had a cracking birthday card that year. So, I've had enough of relationships. In future, I'm just going to love them and leave them. Or to give it its technical term, rape. Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got a knife, get in the van. But I'm not going to be a rapist because I've got morals. I don't fuck on a first date. Sorry, girls. So yeah, relationships now. I'm not bothered with relationships. From now on, I'm going to do good deeds for society. Last week I was fighting poverty, punched a tramp. And last night I watched a programme on telly about this African village that's drought ravaged, no water for weeks. There's this little kid on there, dead cute, so I sponsored him. But I'm disappointed, to be honest, because he's a lazy fucker, he's done no runs, and a charity car wash was a joke. Thanks for listening, good night.